This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now ready to get us started, the punter, Drew Kaiser. And we are underway on a Monday night. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is level. Knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Dalton throwing on second down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we?
Yeah.
Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Passing again, Dalton on second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Able to slither by. Room to run past midfield. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. This is Marshall. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And out of the air, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This, of course, week 2 of the preseason, but we did have a couple of teams that got the extra game. The Hall of Fame game was played on a Thursday this year between Arizona and Dallas.
Yeah, and they welcomed in this year's Hall of Fame class of 2017. And what a class it was. Morton Anderson, the kicker, Terrell Davis, Kenny Easley, Jerry Jones, Jason Taylor, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Kurt Warner.
To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Slot man moves right. They'll run here with Mixon, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First throw now for the backup Bortles. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the Pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll drop to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Bortles to throw once more. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Bortles going to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Green 39.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Flex round. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The penalty on first down backs them up 5. It's now first down at 15. He'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now. Back it up, Philly. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They were looking for Marshall that time, and now it's 3rd down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. On 3rd down, it's Marshall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the... Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shift together here from the D-line. In motion left goes Boyd. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, here's Marshall. And some room to roam now. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Watch it now, Marty! Marty! All right, here we go.
They'll run with Marshall. And fights through one man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watching that Barney.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Marshall. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. On the give, this is their fullback. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he knocks it through. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So out come the Chargers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go. Good.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Now let's go. 3. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. One tight end. Set.
Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 37 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Blue landing. Watching that, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.